Welcome back to the Hive. We're hanging out here at the Bumblebee Hive and meet Bebop. Say hello. She's a very nice bird. She wants to greet you, hello, and she'll sing for you and she will dance. She's a dancer and she's a singer. So we're here hanging out live in the Hive for an informal show tonight. We're gonna go ahead. See, she's dancing. I told you she wouldn't take her just a minute and then she'd start dancing again. And we're just here for an informal show. About a month ago, I did a question and answer show, and a lot of people went ahead and they asked me questions, and they said I couldn't answer them all because I was doing a lot of other shows, and I wrote them down. And also, there's a live chat on YouTube, so if you want to go ahead and do a chat, you can go ahead and do that. I think we're on the regular chat and ask any question. We're just going to hang out. Like I say, about a month or two ago, I did. She's trying to wreck my hat. Yeah, she's trying to wreck my hat. About a month or two, we did this show, and it was really good. A lot of people really liked it, and it just really did well. So we're going to go ahead and do like a part two tonight, and we're going to go ahead and do the just question and answer. So anything you want to know, anything, we will answer that tonight. So we're going to have some fun, just hang out. And we're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube tonight. So I hope you're doing well. I was at the beach today. I was at a beach called Puka Beach. And I was blogging away, and I went ahead and found some really cool shells. I think they're right here. Let me pull them out. I think I can find them in my bag. I went ahead and got these shells on the beach. I have to go to the bottom of my bag, see if I can find them. Maybe they fell out. I got a whole bunch of shells. This beach is really nice. It's called Puka Beach, and it's just really beautiful. They have all these shells and stuff, and it's really gorgeous. So we went ahead and went to the beach today. I think I lost all my money. They had these shells. I put this in my blog today. And it has a hole in it. See, Bebop, you can see her eyes right there. Look at those beautiful eyes. Wow, through the shell. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. I found these shells, and this was a cool shell I found on the beach today. I didn't buy this one. I actually found it. So that was cool. I went seashell hunting on the beach today in Boracay, and I found this really nice beach shell. It's really pretty. It's really nice. It was just sitting right on the beach in the sand, and it's really gorgeous. And I got this little nugget today. I wasn't planning on showing these, but I was blogging and I was like digging through the sand, and I found them. And I got these different kinds of shells and different kinds of things, rocks and stuff. So we went ahead and had a lot of fun on the beach, and we went ahead and blogged just for fun. Sometimes I had a guest that was supposed to show up today. I had a show this morning, and my guest didn't come on, so I was pretty mad. I expect when I have a guest come on, they're gonna plan on being there, and so the guest for some reason didn't show, and so I was mad. I said, "Oh, I'm just gonna go to the beach." Anytime I'm not happy, I just go to the beach and hang out, and it's really nice. It's like therapeutic, going to the beach. Summer is coming here, so the beach is really beautiful. It's really nice. And she's going to sing for you right now. And it's really nice, the beach. It's just gorgeous, and the sun's starting to break out, and the water was calm. Here's the beach, a background, but it wasn't the beach today. And it was just really nice. So we went ahead and hung out and got some seashells and did a blog today on the beach. You can actually see this seashell on the blog if you see it. I just uploaded it. I don't know. I just make these silly videos, and I have almost 1,200 videos, blogs on my YouTube channel at Brian B. And And so that was fun. And I had lunch today over at the city mall. They have this mall with food places. I like this orange chicken. So I had this orange chicken with this egg rice, and it was delicious. So we had that. And then I went ahead to the store at the Watson's drugstore to look around, just hang out. And this girl, she showed me my card and she said, "Is this your YouTube channel?" And I said, "Yeah, where'd you get that card?" And she said, "Somebody give it to me." So that was funny. So we're hanging out and then so we went ahead and did some blogging, and so we just want to welcome you back to the Hive. And if you're on YouTube, but see, I think on Facebook you can't. If you type it, it won't come on YouTube. I think so. I think you have to be on YouTube to type questions. So if you type a question on Facebook, I'm sorry, it's not gonna work. And so we're just, like I say, hanging out, streaming line. I did this blog about a month ago, and it really a lot of people liked it. I thought it was kind of silly, and I thought that it wouldn't really do very well. But it has like a lot of people like watching this silly question and answer thing. And I got a lot of questions from people, and they went ahead and asked me like all kinds of stuff. So let's go ahead and start the show, okay? Enough is enough. Say hello, Viva. Hello to everybody. I hope you're doing well. We're doing really great. You know, life is just awesome. We're really happy and things are going good. I have this world champion coming on the show in like a day or so, a day or two. He's a really famous guy, a motorcycle racer. He was a two-time world champion, and he's really famous. His name is Bruce Penhall, and he was just, I raced with Bruce when he was younger, and he was hard to beat. That guy was good. He was fast, and he turned to be a world champion, United States champion, and so he's really, and he's a good guy, and so we're going to talk with him. 9 o'clock in the morning on California time. That's like my time is like 1 a.m. So I have to stay up and I have to like set my alarm clock. I can't go to bed, so I'll be in the studio around midnight and preparing for the show. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to like talk to him, and I hope the internet doesn't have any glitches. That would be a bummer. So we're talking some question and answers tonight. Okay, let's get back to the story. And the first question, I had all these questions come to me, and then people like, I couldn't answer them all, to be honest with you. So I wrote them down, and then I just said, I'll answer them next time. So if you want to ask any questions on YouTube, you can go ahead and do the chat. I hope it works. And let's see, I guess you can do Facebook too. Yeah, you can Facebook chat. Yeah, why not? Okay, so you can Facebook chat. I didn't know that. I'm learning new things every day. So I have my Facebook chat open. So if you're on Facebook and you want to ask a question, go ahead and ask that question. So like I said, we're hanging out here live in the hive, in the Bumblebee Hive tonight. So the first question comes from a lady named Rita in Baraka. Do you know Baraka? Do you know? She knows. Okay, Rita, what did you say? I have seen you blogging many times on the beach. Why do you post videos on the beach so much? Why do I post videos from the beach? Well, I like the beach. Actually, I post videos everywhere. Like, there's a lot of like traveling and, infrastructure, different kinds of things. But always we like to go to the beach. The beach is like the best. If you go to the beach, it's really great. I mean, the beach is like awesome. So I have my Facebook chat on. So if you want to say something, like, go ahead. And I didn't know there was a Facebook chat thing. I was like, that was weird because I thought like you could only go on YouTube, but you can chat on Facebook. I have this one guy, John, he's always writing weird comments, but hopefully he's not watching tonight. And he hopefully won't say anything, I have the Facebook or the YouTube chat going too, but we're going to go to keep it on Facebook. So anyways, I like blogging on the ocean a lot because I like the ocean. I'm a scuba diver and I just love being in the ocean. She's trying to wreck my hat, so we're gonna have to like get her out of the way. I like being at the beach. It's really good, and I just enjoy being in the ocean. It's really nice. I think the ocean is really therapeutic, and I think it's good for you. You know, like you get the salt and the fresh air, and then you just get that feeling. You know, you get the coconut trees, and you get the beautiful ocean, and you know, it kind of like gets your mind in a good state of mind. You know, so I like being by the ocean, and where I live, it's the number two best beach and ocean in the world. So that's not so bad. You could do a lot worse than being number two in the planet Earth. And it's really beautiful. So we really enjoy just hanging out. And I bring Bebop there to the ocean sometimes, and we go like blogging or hanging out, taking pictures. And she's really sweet. Let's see if she hugs me. Oh, she's so sweet. She's my cutie pie. Oh, she's cute. Love you. So this is my bird Bebop. I had her since she was like hatched from an egg. She was only like, she was not even born. She was in an egg. And I told the guy, when the bird is hatched, go ahead and pull the bird out of the cage, because the father sometimes like will bite the bird and even kill the bird on accident or not. So I told these workers to pull the bird out of the cage when it's hatched, and then we will stick the bird in an incubator. And she's 11 years old now. She's 11 human years old. And every year we have a birthday party for her. She gets gifts and cake, and she's like a child. She's really sweet. She's like a human, really like a 2-year old child or something. She's really like, she's not like an animal. She thinks she's human, so she's really sweet. We cuddle her, and she's not really a cuddly bird. You know, she doesn't like it that much, but she's really sweet. She actually likes girls a lot. She doesn't like the boys that much. She likes girls. So if you're a girl, she likes you. If you're a boy, she hates you. She likes girls a lot. She's a girl lover. I think she's like a lesbian actually, because she likes girls so much. And but she doesn't. We don't know if she's a lesbian or not. But I call her a lesbian because she's a girl lover and she hates boys. So that's Bebop, and she's cleaning herself. She doesn't care about everything going on. Okay, so the first question was why I like the beach so much, because it's really nice and it's therapeutic. I know there's a lot of civil unrest going on in America, especially with the new president situation, and I'm just happy to like have a really peaceful place to live and to have it really nice like that. So I don't have like all that turmoil and stress, and I can just live a peaceful life. The Philippine government's nice, and the president, you know, is law abiding, and as long as you're not a radical making trouble, you're okay. And I'm about the most mellow guy in the world. I mean, I'm always just like in my home or just hanging out. I'm never making a trouble, so I'm doing good after a long time, 11 years of being over there. So, anyways, next question. James, thank you, Rita. James from Riverside, California. I watched your speedway often, and had you ever going to race again? Let's see. Or are you retired? Am I going to race again, James? Oh, that's a good question. Well, yeah, I'm gonna race again. I had my bags packed. That's my ear. I had my bags packed this year, and I was gonna race at Costa Mesa and other tracks. And then the COVID thing came. That's just we don't like that one. So I had to stop my plans, and there's not a lot of travel still where I'm at, so you kind of have to stay put. But maybe, you know, in the future, if they ever open up the world, you know, open up that world. And I would like to race again. I raced in like 2012 after like a year layoff, and I did good. And I ride motorcycles every day, James, and I'm always in shape. I ride hard and I love to ride. I mean, every day of my life I ride, and no crashes. Knock on wood, no crashes. So I think I'm a good rider still, and I don't know if I'm going to be a world champion. I'm not quite sure about that, but I can handle my own, and I still have that same fighting spirit that I did before. So we'll have to see what happens, James. I don't know, but if we can ride again, and if I can get a bike, I will take my Bumblebee uniform. I think where's my Bumblebee uniform? Over here. There it is, my Bumblebee uniform. I gotta take my Bumblebee uniform and take it for a spin. And I have my helmets over here. That was my old Bumblebee helmet over this way. Where? Over here, right there. But I'm not gonna wear that one no more. It's old. The one below is the one I wear now when I ride in the street, and it's nice. I do some blogging with that in the past, and maybe I'll do it again. Who knows? We have no questions on Facebook, so okay, I'll just keep going. We have lots of questions. But you can type a question on Facebook if you want to ask anything, and I will try to answer for you the best of my ability. So here we go. That was I'll try to make it out again, James. Who knows? Okay, the next one is from Jill from Ventura, California. Jill is in the house. Hi, Jill. How you doing? I hope you're watching. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? We're at Jill. What was your favorite blog to do? I like most of your Speedway blogs. Do you have a favorite? Do I have a favorite blog, Jill? Let's see. Oh, do I have a favorite? Let's think. Do I have a favorite? I like all of them. I mean, I do a lot of fun blogs and silly blogs, and I just make up blogs as I go sometimes and stuff. Sometimes I script them out, and sometimes I don't. So it depends. I just have a good time doing the blogging, and I like them all. I have this series called Mysterious Places and Events, and I've made a lot of really fun blogs on that particular show. It's like I have like 20 videos, and I have like 1,000, almost 200 videos on my channel on the Brian B. But on that Mysterious Places and Events, I have some really fun videos I like. I have like a UFO experience and swimming with the sharks and what else? And getting lost in Hawaii and almost dying there and being stuck in the Haleakala crater in Maui, Hawaii, where I was stuck without water and food for a week, almost died down there. And then also I have like different stories in there, like, the moon and life after death and different things like that. And the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez. I don't like that guy too much, but I did a blog on him. And so I just do these mysterious places and events. It's kind of fun because you can kind of do like scary things and kind of creepy. In the Philippines, they have this monster called, I say it wrong, so excuse me if you're watching. Close your ears if you're in the Philippines. I do this monster on my Mysterious Places and events called the Aswang Monster. And I did the Aswang. Aswang. I would say Aswang. And they're like, no, it's Aswang. 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 So I did a story on my Mysterious Places and events on the Aswang Monster, and that was a lot of fun. I think I said it wrong, so everybody's like, "You don't know what you're talking about. You don't even know anything." So I kind of like laugh because people laughing at me when I make that word. I used to say Aswang, and it's not Aswang, it's Aswang. 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 That's what it is. It's Aswang. So I have a good time doing that. She's biting my hat again. She's a naughty bird. Anyway, so that was it. I enjoy all of them, but actually I like my Mysterious Places and Events. That's really fun. I need to do another one of those blogs. And it's fun because I can kind of like pick and choose what I want to do. Like I can pick a topic that's weird, or I like to have fun, when I blog. So that gives me a little fun to do the mysterious places and events. Oh, it's fun. We're just having a good time. Okay, so that was it. And so let's see, where are we at? We're kind of following this list here. Uh, let's see. Let's see. This is Russ from Oceanside, California. Do you remember Oceanside, California? That's over between Orange County and San Diego, California. I know that place. I rode my bike there, and I have some friends that live in Oceanside, California. It's a cool place. So let's go ahead. Oceanside is in the house. Who was your hardest rider ever to race against? My hardest rider to race against. So there's a lot of good riders, I have to tell you. And when you race, you have to put on your race face. In every race, you have to work hard and ride. You have to go for it. So every race, you have good racers, and it's never easy. Who said that in life everything was easy? It's not easy. So I have some really hard riders I raced against. Probably my two hardest riders was back a few years ago with the United States champions. Both of them were United States champions. Michael Bass, Mike Fast Bass, as Penhall would say, and Bruce Penhall. Those guys were really fun. And we got Bruce Penhall on the show in like a day or two, so maybe we'll talk to him, see if he remembers any racing me or not. Maybe he doesn't know me anymore. Who knows? He was really famous, and me, I wasn't like famous like him. But we're gonna go ahead and talk with Bruce Penhall. He was hard to beat. Both those guys, they both beat me, and actually I beat them too. So I got a hold of them a couple times, but they beat me probably a little bit more, and they were good. Those guys were like just amazing. They were like the best in the world. But I got a hold of them a couple times, and took them down. So that was fun. These guys don't like to lose. So if you talk like that, if you say, "Hey, I took these guys down," they get mad. They don't like to lose. I don't like to lose either. So all the racers hate to lose, and we just hate to, people say, "Oh, I beat you" and stuff. Nobody likes that. I don't like that. So when you race, you have that racer's mentality, and you hate everybody that beats you. You hate to lose, and you get mad. Like when you race, you're not there for fun. You're not there to like wave to the crowd. Hi, 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 everybody! It's me, Bumblebee. I'm on the track, and I'm looking good. No, no, no. You don't do that. You race to win. You race your ass off. You race to kick some butt. And you race to win. Racing is racing. I mean, there's no friends, and then when you get off the track, you can be friends. Hi, hi. But when you're racing, and no friends really. I mean, it's hardcore. Like, get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. So that's what we do when we race. We race to race hard, and we race to win that race. There's no friends, but Bruce Penhall and Michael Bass were just really hard. When I raced those guys, I was very focused because they're so good. Like, I'm going to beat them. I'm going to beat them. I mean, my whole brain was focused. It was not like joking or nothing. I was really going to beat those guys. And I had a couple good races, but they had a couple good races too. So it doesn't just work one way. I mean, these guys are legends, and they're hard to beat. So I think Mike Bass and Bruce Penhall were definitely the two hardest riders. I beat Bruce Penhall in one main event in Ventura. I was so tired. I was exhausted. I mean, I couldn't even like move because I put so much energy to beat that guy. I mean, it was just so much like focus, and I was working so hard because he actually pushed me for like 3 or 4 laps. He was riding on the outside of me, and I had to really go hard. I have some pictures and stuff of it, but I had to work really hard to like keep that guy from passing me because he's really fast. So I had to go as fast as I could to just keep that guy back, because he's impossible to beat. So, and I beat, I don't know how I did that. I got lucky. But when I got done with the race, I was really tired. And I was like, God, I just worked so hard. I mean, it wasn't easy. It was like stressing your brains out to beat the guy. So that was hard. That was hard. It was not easy. Like, oh, I beat the guy. No, I worked hard. That guy hates to lose, and you don't beat this guy unless you like have all your like 110% of your like ability, of your brain, of your focus. You don't beat these guys unless you like give it all you got. And I gave it all I got. So I got lucky with that. But I worked hard, and it was not easy. So that was it, Russ. I had Bruce Penhall and Mike Bass, and we're going to have Bruce Penhall on the show in a day and a half. So if you want to tune in and you're in California, it's going to be Saturday morning at 9 a.m. California time. Bruce the Fox. They called him the Fox because he was so handsome. Bruce the Fox Penhall. And they used to call him Juicy Brucey because the girls thought he was juicy. He was handsome. And he's just, I mean, he's a legend. So we're honored to have Bruce Penhall. And this guy won a million races. He was good. So we're going to have him on the show. Stacy from Orange County, California says, do you have a wife or a girlfriend now? Do I have a wife? Well, I have a classmate that said like bad things about me, and I won't get into that, but I don't have a wife really. I've been single for like 11 years now, and I'm kind of slow to get married again because like, you know, it's kind of scary getting married really. And where I live now, if you get married, there's no divorce, so it's really scary. So I'm kind of a little gun shy. And I've had like 3 or 4 girlfriends in the past like 11 or 12 years. And I don't know. I think the girls, they leave me because I'm not going to marry them. So I think I would get married maybe if I like found the right girl and it was really perfect. But it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't. And the girlfriend that I have now, she's met another guy, and so she wants to like, you know, check it out. So I don't like to be second fiddle to a girl. I am number one. I'm a racer, and I like to be. And so, and then the girlfriend before this, she met another guy and married him and went abroad and stuff. So, you know, the girl has to be right. You know, I wish these girls that I dated all the best, you know, because I really love them. And, you know, I did my best to try to be a good boyfriend and stuff. But, you know, in order to get married or whatever, you have to find the right person for you, you know, that's going to really stay with you, that's going to be dedicated, that's going to really like show you like everything. And I have not met that girl yet. Actually, honestly, I haven't met that girl in my lifetime, really. I haven't met that girl that, you know, that I feel like, you know, I want to be with forever. And I don't know, maybe I'll never find her. And maybe I will. Maybe I will. And there's a lot of girls that like me. I don't know why, but there's a lot of girls that kind of like me. But I just want to find one girl. I don't like a lot of girls. I'm kind of like a one man, like a one man girl or whatever. One girl man. One girl. That's what it is. I'm a one girl man. I'm not a playboy really. You know, I just want to find a girl that, you know, that really like I love and that we fit, you know, like a glove. So I'm excited about it. I'm positive about it. I'm optimistic about it. So I'm having a good time right now. And I definitely love, you know, to have a good relationship with a woman. Just really excited about that. A couple of my classmates, they see on my Facebook that I don't post a lot of pictures of women, so they say, "Oh, maybe he's gay. He likes boys." But I not like that, and I never been, and I've always liked a woman, and I like to be like committed to one woman. I don't like to like have many girls and have like cheating and, you know, and running from one girl to another and stuff like that. And I just think it's fair, you know, to the woman to like be a cheater. And in my last relationship, I wasn't like that, and I never did that. And then the girl, she found somebody else. So the last couple girls found somebody else. So it's really their loss. It's not mine, the way I look at it, because I know that, I'm a good guy, and I know that, that there's a good woman, out there that will match, there'll be a fit. So I'm not really too worried about it, like, I don't want to pay a girl to like me. I don't want to buy love. I don't like go to the bars. I'm kind of like a mild guy. I don't really drink and smoke, and I don't have tattoos, and kind of a simple guy. I like to blog, and I like to have fun, and I can find all my fun clean, like I don't need to like do bad things to find fun. And I just like today I was blogging on the beach. I had a blast. I was riding a motorcycle all over, having fun. I'm just a simple guy. I don't like to do any bad. I don't like to make trouble. I don't like to hurt people. I just like to mind my own business and have a good life. And blogging for me and doing my shows like tonight is really fun. It gives me like relief, and it gives me like a way to enjoy myself, especially with like the coronavirus times we've just been having. I've been able to have a good time, and I kind of got more heavily in blogging because of the coronavirus thing, because I didn't want to get home and like, smell the chlorine, and get sick. I wanted to like enjoy my life and also study with my blogs. I'm really into that, and education, and I do a lot of motorcycle shows, a lot of history shows. I do a lot of research, and I do a lot of studying and a lot of preparation for my live stream shows when I do the motorcycle. And they're fun. I enjoy it. And I get educated. That's really cool. I get like smart. Like I learn a lot about like people's lives and history. So when I was doing the blogging from like the coronavirus thing, when it started about 8 months ago or whatever, I did it to keep my mind active, so that I wouldn't be like, sitting in the rocking chair like, oh. So I like to have fun, and it's really good. I meet people sometimes out there that know who I am, and they're like, I know you. You're Brian. And I'm like, really? I'm shocked, because I'm not really doing this to try to get famous or anything. I'm just having a good time. So I'm not doing it for money, like trying to get rich or anything. I'm just having a good time. Like I am enjoying myself, and I like my shows. I really have a great time doing the shows. It's really, it's a good time, and it makes me so. It's just really good, because I try to do things that are good. I like to be a good person as much as possible. I mean, nobody's perfect, but we want to try to be as good as we possibly can. And doing the blogging really helps me, just enjoy my life. I love the blog, and it's really great. So, anyways, yeah, I guess maybe Stacy from Orange County. Maybe I come to Orange County and I meet you. No, you're probably married with 15 kids. But no, I'm happy. Whatever happens in my life, I just enjoy my life, and I kind of like I just day by day, I enjoy today, and I enjoy tomorrow, and I enjoy the next day. So I'm kind of a positive person. Like if a girl finds another guy and leaves me, then she wasn't meant for me, and I'm okay. Like I don't really want to be with a girl that doesn't really, like isn't into you. So who knows? Maybe one day that will happen. But I just enjoy it every day. I'm not worried about it. I don't care, because I have a great life and I'm having a fun. So that's all that matters, right? Is that you enjoy your life, you have a good life, you have fun, and just really enjoy everything, that you do. I enjoy my pet bird. I her all day long almost. I mean, she stays on me, and then she like, oh, he's a Z. She kisses me and everything. I mean, I got love, it's good. It's good. But yeah, I mean, if I found the right girl one day and I know that she's the right girl, it's like, whoa, I will be shocked, and it'll be good. So I'm really, happy. Whatever happens, I'm happy because life is very short, and you want to enjoy every day, every minute, every second. And I do. I enjoy my life, and I love the blog, and a lot of people like the blogs, and not too many people hate my blog, so that's good. That's good. You don't want to be a blogger and everyone's like, oh, I don't like you. But people like me. I mean, I don't know if they like me, but they like the blogs, and I just have fun, enjoy myself. I'm not trying to be anything special. I'm just trying to be myself and just enjoying everything every day. So, and people have a choice. If they don't like my blog, they can go away. They don't have to. If they watch it, turn it off. Like, who cares? I mean, but if they like it, I welcome them, and I'm very happy. But most people actually like the blogs. They really like the blogs, and I'm happy. Like they like the content that I do, and it's really great. So I have a lot of fun doing the vlogs, and it's great, and I get to meet people and stuff like that. So I'm really I'm having a good time, and I haven't really met any girls blog. I don't blog to meet girls, so I just have a lot of fun with it, and it just I mean it keeps me busy, and I get educated and learn a lot. So it's really fun. My live stream shows, I do those, as much as possible, and I interview guests, and we've had a few technical difficulties because of the live stream, but we're working on them, and they're kind of ironing out now. So we're excited about it, and we're gonna, have some really great shows, and we've had some really great shows, and we've had some famous people on the show, and so it's been really great. So let's move on to Bill from Costa Mesa, California. Do you know Costa Mesa, California? I know that place. It's where they have the Costa Mesa Speedway. And also, if you want to chat, I see if it works on Facebook. You can go ahead and chat, ask a question, or say hi or something. I don't know. Let's see, what time is it? Maybe everybody's sleeping, probably. Anyways, I think they're sleeping, so they're probably not going to get anybody from America. But that's okay. We're just having, yeah, I think that's in the middle of the night. That's why. That's why everybody's sleeping. Maybe you'll watch the replay. Who knows? Okay, Bill from Costa Mesa, California asked, what was your favorite race to win when you raced at Costa Mesa Fairgrounds? Oh, Bill from Costa Mesa. You give me a Costa Mesa motorcycle race question. Very good. I like you, Bill. Let's see. Let's see now. What was my favorite motorcycle race? I've won a couple races in my life. I must admit, a couple. I got a couple trophies. I think I have 60 trophies and main events, so I won at least 60. But probably my favorite, I've won some track championships, which is really great. Like they've had some one race track championships. Also, I won this one here. I think right here. Oh my gosh. I forgot all about this guy. This guy was probably like, I got some motorcycle gloves, some bumblebee gloves. Do you want a bumblebee glove? I will give you. I will give you my bumblebee gloves. I have my race gloves in here. I don't know what they're doing in here. What are you doing? I have all these race motorcycle gloves. I don't know where to put these things, so I stick them in the trophy. These are all my bumble gloves when I was racing, and I have all these sets of race gloves. I don't wear them when I ride, really, so I put them in the trophies. Oh, very good, very good. This trophy was really one of my favorites right here. This was the King of the Hill match race champion, and I really like this. It's a big cup. It's a silver cup, and it's really beautiful. And when I was just a young boy, I won this, and this was my first championship trophy. So this trophy really like I keep it. I sleep with it in my bed. No, just joking. I don't sleep with it in my bed. Just joking. I don't really sleep. But I keep it in my trophy room right here. I don't take it in my bedroom. But this one was a really cool event. I won this from, well, two riders. They were really good, and we had a match race championship. It was my first time ever I raced in a championship race, and I won this cup. And all year long, we had the races, and it's called Otay Mesa in San Diego, California. There was a track called South, I think it's called South Bay Speedway or something. And every week we'd have the sign-ups for the races, and they would they would have like these sign-ups, and this trophy would be sitting like this on top of, let's say, where is it, like this? Be sitting like this. So when I sign in to the motorcycle races every week, I would look at the trophy like, oh, that's a beautiful trophy. Oh, I want that trophy. So I would see this every night for the whole year. Every night I would look at this trophy saying, I want you. I want you. So the last night of the season, they had like a championship race, and they did this thing. It's like a match race, and what a match race is, every week you would have two guys, and then you'd have the best out of three. So the first guy to two wins would win the match race. And I did really good on my match races. I was winning a lot, and then I left the track, and other guys start getting really good too. So then I came back at the end of the season, and I was placed number two in points at the time. So I had to race. The top three guys raced for this cup right here. The top three riders, and I was number two because I had left and was racing against some good guys in Bakersfield, California, and did really well there. But I came back and I had slipped to number two in points. So they had the first round, the second place and third place guys competing against each other. And I was in second place, and Larry Costa, do you know Larry Costa Jr.? He's a friend of mine on Facebook. Close your ears, Larry. Close your ears. They don't want to hear this one. Well, Larry was a good rider, and he went to Europe and raced for the Aces. I think it was at Bellevue or something like that. And Larry was an international rider. He went on, and Larry was ranked number three in this competition. I was ranked number two because I had left and I wasn't riding, and I lost some points. Anyways, Larry and I had a competition, and I ended up beating Larry the best. I think I beat him twice in a row. I can't remember. But Larry was a really good rider. I mean, that guy could ride. But I seemed to like have his number all year long. I had Larry's number. I think maybe he beat me once, but I don't know. But he beat me a few times, maybe not that much. And I was confident when I raced Larry because I had beat him a lot. And so I eliminated Larry the first round. And I think I beat him 2-0, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. It was a while ago, so I forgot. And then the next race was a number one guy. So the number two guy beat the number three guy, and the number two guy had to race the number one guy. And the number one guy was Brad Oxley. Do you know who Brad Oxley is? He was a two-time United States Speedway champion. Brad Oxley was an amazing rider, and he's a good track preparation guy too at Costa Mesa Speedway. So he was there, and he actually came there when I was left, and he got number one. Brad's a good rider. I mean, that guy can ride. And so he got number one in points in the year, and I got number two. So I think I would have got number one if I stayed there, to be honest with you. But I was racing Division I in Bakersfield and won a few handicap main events in Bakersfield. So I had a good time racing. And I used to go up with Jerry Fairchild and just race up there with Digger Helm and stuff like that. It was fun. So we had a good time racing at the Bakersfield. But I come back to the last night of the San Diego Otay Mesa, and Brad Oxley was at number one, sitting there waiting for the winner, and I won Larry, and then I was going for the championship, and I really wanted this cup. I mean, this cup was like my dream. You know, I was like, I like this cup. I want this cup. This was my first championship when I was like 17 years old, and my first chance of a championship. And Larry Costa's dad, rest in peace, I guess his name was Larry Costa Sr., he donated this expensive cup. This cup cost a lot of money. And he had this business called Advanced Printing. And Larry Costa's dad, he donated this. So when I beat Larry Costa, it was kind of bad because the dad thought hopefully the son would win the cup so he could keep it in the family. But I said, no way, I'm taking this cup home. So I beat Larry Costa, and then I had Brad Oxley, Rad Brad, and it was an intermission because I just finished beating Larry, and the announcer, I got my Bumblebee shirt on. Hey, Bumblebee, woo, buddy, buddy. The announcer said, "Hey, Brian, come here. Could you like do an interview up in the announcer's booth?" And I was like tired. I just beat Larry, and I said, "Oh, okay, I can do that. You know, I'm 17. I can do anything." So I get up into the announcer's booth, and my comb is going to be the speaker. I'm going to comb my hair right now. My hair is messy. My hair is messy tonight. So he's talking to me on the announcer, and he's like, "Hey, Brian, like you had a great race against Larry Costa, and you have a really good rider in Brad Oxley. So what do you think about racing Brad Oxley?" And he gives me the speaker, and I said, "Oh, Brad is really good. I really like Brad, and I think he's a great rider, and it's going to be a good race." And then I give it back to the announcer. And the announcer, he asked me a question that was bad because I'm an honest guy and I have to answer. And he went ahead and said, "So, Brian, do you think you're going to beat Brad Oxley?" He gives me the microphone. "Here you go, Brian." So I grabbed the microphone and I said, "Absolutely, I'm going to take Brad down." I was 17, and I said, I want that cup all year long. I mean, I've been like waiting for this cup, and I've been dreaming like of this cup, and nobody's gonna get in my way, Brad, or nobody. I am determined to win this cup, and I'm taking this cup home. So I give him the thing, and I look over to Brad Oxley with his dad, and then they had George Wynn, who was his motorcycle tuner, and their eyes were popping out. They're like, "Oh my gosh!" They couldn't believe. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna beat Brad. I'm gonna take him down." When you got interviewed, you're nice. You're like, "He's a good writer, and we don't know what's gonna happen, and we'll see and stuff." And I was so excited to win this cup. I was like, "I'm gonna take this guy down, and I'm gonna take it home with me. That cup has my name on it. It's mine, baby. It's mine, Bebop." So the cup had my name on it. The cup had my name on it. So I raced Brad Oxley for this cup, and we had the best 2 out of 3. I can't remember if I beat him twice, to be honest with you, um, in a row. I don't remember. Honestly, I think I did, but I can't remember it, and so I don't want to say that. But I beat him 2 out of 3. Let's say that I beat him 2 out of 3, and I won this beautiful cup. This is probably one of my happiest accomplishments of my life is winning this silver cup. It's all silver, very expensive, beautiful cup. It's probably worth some money, but I don't know what it's worth. But it's worth a lot of money to me because this was my first championship cup, and it was very special and means a lot. So this cup really was like the bomb. So I was really happy, and I took this cup home proud, and I was like, "Party, party, party, party!" And I was excited. I mean, this was one of the nicest things I ever, won, is this championship. My first championship, and it was Brad's first championship too. And I beat him, so that was good. So Brad and I are best friends. We're good friends. I admire Brad. I love him. So I respect him so much. But that night, I was the better man on the racetrack, and I knew I was going to win that cup. That was my most exciting race of my life. And on the way home, we were going home, and he lives still, I think, in like San Clemente, California. And we're coming home from San Diego because I lived in Orange, and we had to go by San Clemente. And we saw it, and we're really hungry. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning. It was late, and we're driving my van, and I told my people in my van, my pit people, I said, let's go eat. We're going to celebrate the victory. We're going to celebrate winning this cup. And I was really happy, and I was hungry too, because you get hungry when you race. So we stopped at this Denny's. It was like a food place called Denny's, and they have like 24 hours a day food, like breakfast and stuff. Breakfast at Denny's. Do you know Denny's? And we stopped at Denny's, and we pulled up, and then there was Brad Oxley and Harry Oxley and George Wynn. We saw their motorcycles in their van, and we pulled up right next to their van. And I'm like, oh no, the Oxleys are here, and George Wynn. And I said, I don't care. I'm hungry. I'm going to go in there. I don't care. So we went in there, and then the lady, the server, she sat at my group right next to Oxley's and George Wynn. So Brad Oxley and Harry Oxley and George Wynn, they look at me like, yeah, we don't like that guy. We don't like him. And I'm like, hey, Brad. And I was happy because I was like, walking around, having breakfast with my cup. He wasn't very happy, and I didn't care because like I was the winner, so it didn't matter. I wasn't mad. I was happy. So Brad Oxley, we sat right next to Brad Oxley. It was kind of uncomfortable for us because we're eating, like looking at each other like, hi, and eating. So, but I didn't care because I was hungry and I won that cup. I'm a good winner, and when I win, nothing hurts. But when I lose, I die alone. I'm very sad when I lose. But when I won this cup, it was party, 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 party. I really worked hard for that cup. And when I got done, it was party time. So I was happy. Brad Oxley was not happy, and Larry Costa was not happy. But the Bumblebee was happy. Had a good time. Good memories. And of course, when you win, you have a good time. So that was one of my best races. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. And the bird's in my ear right now. Let's see, where are we at? This Jomar of San Jose in the Philippines says, my daughter wants to be a blogger. Can you give her advice to get started? Oh my gosh. Jomar from San Jose, Antique. Well, let's see. Probably the best advice I could give your daughter, Jomar, is just to like go ahead and have her blog, like start the YouTube channel and then start making content, start making videos. When I started making my videos, they were not very good, they weren't good. And, I just went ahead and just kept working away, like making them. And people told me when I first started making my blogs, like, Brian, they're not very good because, they weren't very good. They weren't very good. Nobody makes a perfect blog. So what you should do is just keep going, like start the blogs. They may be really bad, but it doesn't matter. Just keep fighting, like keep doing a blog, even if it's terrible. At least you're making content and putting it on the channel. And then the more blogs you do, the better you get and stuff like that. So, the better editing, the more you learn about editing. I edit all my videos, and I went to college for that stuff, so it's nothing. It's easy for me. But some people work really hard to do that, and so practice makes perfect. So the main thing, Jomar, is to just go ahead and have your daughter start making content. Start making videos. That's the most important thing. And don't worry about the camera, the lighting, or making a perfect blog. Don't. Who cares? Because you know what? You're not going to make a perfect blog when you do your first blogs. I mean, it's going to maybe be terrible. But what matters is that you're doing it, your daughter's doing it, and she's developing her skills. It's kind of like a line upon line, precept upon precept. Here a little, there a little. It's a little bit like climbing a ladder. It takes a little time to get good. And I don't know if I'm good. I just have a good time, so I don't care. But when I first started, I did, kind of bad a little bit. It was kind of bad. And people told me that. They said, I remember being in this mall in Cebu, and I had this really video I thought was really great. It's on my channel. It's really terrible. I said to the lady, watch my video. It's really good. And then she watched my video, and she said, it's not really very good. It's not very good. And I'm like, what? It's not very good. I thought it was great. And she said, no, your vlog like so good. So, but I kept fighting, I kept trying, and then I got better editing, tried different things, and things get better. So the advice is don't get stressed out. Don't try to like make a perfect blog. Don't think, the lighting has to be perfect or the camera. I must buy a expensive, GoPro, 8 or whatever. You don't need that. You just need a simple camera, and you just got to start doing it. Like the most important thing is just to start making the blog. So tell your daughter, like, get going, party, make those vlogs, put them up. Maybe people like them, maybe people don't. Like, who cares? But just start working, and the more you do, the better you get at anything. So practice makes perfect, or close to perfect, or good. So that's the advice. Start blogging today. And even if it's bad, who cares? All right, so that's it. And there's a guy from Cebu, Philippines, Wesley. He said, will you come back to Cebu and blog anytime soon? Wesley, I like Cebu, Philippines. It's nice. I used to go there with one of my old girlfriends, and she was mad because I said, let's go to Cebu. And she would say, we go to Cebu a lot. And I'd go there and blog a lot, and it was fun. I mean, Cebu for me was a lot of fun. And they have good food. And we like Calda's Pizza over there and S&R in Cebu. It was a lot of fun and just so great. And yeah, I want to go back to Cebu. As soon as we can start flying to Cebu, I want to go back. And they're a little bit restrictive to Cebu right now. So when Cebu opens up, we're going to go ahead and fly to Cebu, and we're going to check it out. That's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go back to Cebu, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Wesley from Cebu, we're going to come visit you in Cebu, Wesley, and we're going to do a vlog. So get ready. Actually, when I go to Cebu, I love to go take that ferry boat on Pier 1, and I go to Bohol. I love Bohol. It's really beautiful. I usually rent a motorcycle, and then I usually rent it for a day or two, and I go blogging all over Bohol. It's beautiful. And I go to Chocolate Hills and see their monkeys, the little tiny monkeys. And then I go, they have waterfalls, and then I go to the Lobeck River, and it's really great. And I just, have a great time when I go to Bohol. But usually I move first, and then I go to Pier 1 and take that fast cat for like $10 over to Bohol. And then I get a place in Bohol and stay there for a day or two, and then come back. I can only take Bohol for so many days because there's not a lot of food. It's kind of like a jungle place, it's really beautiful. But I need to eat too. I get hungry, so I stay there. There's a mall, Ag Blaren and stuff. I go and buy food, and they have some food places there now in the city. But when you leave the city in Bohol, there's not a lot of food. So Before, sometimes I'd have to go buy like sandwich bread and food. And then when I go out to the gym, I have my food in my bag. I would like make dinner, at the hotel with my girlfriend or something. And it was, when you go to Cebu, you got to prepare because I'm not, when you go to Bohol, you got to prepare, excuse me, because in Bohol, when you leave the city, sometimes there's not a lot of food. And I like to eat, like I said, I enjoy eating. And then there's no food, you don't eat. So, but the Bohol is so beautiful and so gorgeous. So much fun to vlog, and you got the hanging bridge and you have all these waterfalls and the beautiful place. It's like you go through the mountains and it's all gorgeous trees. I mean, it's just a gorgeous. I like the Chocolate Hills. It's like one of the seven wonders of the world. It's gorgeous with all those mountains rolling, and it's fun to vlog. And you climb like 500 steps to get to the top of Chocolate Hills. And every time I go there, I say, let's go to Chocolate Hills. I always like go like with my girlfriend or something. And we always go. I never go alone. I like to have somebody with me because I like to have fun. So, but I blog too, and then go all over the place. It's a really good time when you go to Bohol. And then I go back to Cebu, and then I eat in Cebu because there's a lot of food in Cebu, and I like it. And I go to the fort there. They have Fort San Pedro, or whatever they call, and there's lots of places, and the Chinese village in the hills, and then there's just and then I want to go swim with the whales down in the south part, I think it is. I haven't done that yet. My ex-girlfriend went there, and she said, Brian, you got to go there and do that, because she went there with her new boyfriend that she left me to go with, and she's married to the guy now, so best of luck to you. She's over in England, so I wish her all the best, and I hope she has a great life, because I hope she has a better man than me, because I'm a good guy, so if she has a better man, hey, she's doing good. But there's no bad feelings there, and I just wish everyone the best. And life is too short to be bitter to people. You must always wish people well. You must always have goodness in your heart, even if bad things happen. You must be gracious. You must be good, and you must wish people all the best in the world. So I wish my ex, all the best, and all the happiness in the world. So that's really great. And but yeah, I used to go travel, with my girlfriend and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun. And hopefully we can do that again. So that'll be a great time. And there. Next question. Thank you for that, Wesley from Cebu. Rhonda from Orange County. That's my home. That's my birthplace. I was born there, Rhonda. You're close to my home. What street do you live on? I know all those streets are. I ran my business out of Orange for a long time, so I know that place. I was born in Orange, and I was raised in Orange, and I went to school in Orange. I like Orange. Okay, Rhonda, what do you got? Okay. What got you into motorcycle riding? Oh, Rhonda. Let's see. What got me into motorcycle riding? Well, I mean, I watched that movie any Sunday, and I liked that movie. That got me juiced up about motorcycles. I mean, watching that movie. And then where I lived, I was only a little boy, and they had this place over in Orange called the Orange YMCA. I mentioned I was from Orange, and so when I tell you the story, it's from Orange. And in the Orange YMCA, they used to have this like motorcycle track. It was like a lot of jumps and stuff, dirt. It was kind of wild actually at the time. And Honda I guess, donated these QA50 Honda motorcycles to the YMCA. They were different colors like green and red and yellow and stuff, blue. And it had like all these different little motorcycles, these 50 cc's. And when I saw that they had these little motorcycles, I want to ride one of those bikes. So I was able to like join the motorcycle group or whatever, and I learned how to ride the little QA50. They don't make those no more, but they're very little. And I was riding the little QA. Hey! They have the automatic shifter. And it was fun riding those QA50 right up the hill. Oh. The little kid riding, like they do at the races, the little peewees. I was like a little peewee. And it was fun. And I just fell in love with motorcycles. And I was into sport. I was like a good baseball player, and I played football a little bit. I wasn't as good in football because I was too nice of a guy, but I didn't like to kill people. But I was a pretty good baseball player, like above average, and I enjoyed sports a lot. But when motorcycles came along, my love started changing from the baseball, football to motorcycles. And I love motorcycles. To this day, I love motorcycles. And I was at a motorcycle shop just yesterday sitting on a new motorcycle going, I want to get this bike. So I ride every day and stuff like that. But when I was young, I just kind of fell in love with bikes. Bikes are like that. They come in your heart. If you don't have that like inside your heart, you can't get that. So either when you ride and have a love for motorcycles, it's in your heart or it's not. Not everyone likes motorcycles, but me, she got my shirt all messed up. She got my shirt all. But I love riding motorcycles, and it's just been a part of my life. And I think I'm a really good rider by now because I've ridden like hundreds of thousands, million miles on motorcycle, probably a million. So I ride. I think in the Philippines, I think I rode like probably to 200,000 miles since I've been here, and no crashes yet. So let's knock on wood. We're not going to jinx ourselves, but it's pretty fun stuff. But when I was a kid, I just fell solely in love, and I got my first motorcycle from Santa and Christmas, and once I got my first bike, that was it. It was over. And I did my sports, my baseball, but my love really changed to motorcycles. And then I turned professional at 16, and then I turned top professional at 17, and I won this cup here at 17. So I had some good motorcycle skills. I wasn't much of a mechanic, like fixing the bikes. I'm kind of stupid, really. I'm kind of dumb. But I know a little bit how to ride a bike. So I was able to have some success early on. And so I enjoyed the motorcycles more than I enjoyed the sports, the team sport. Why? Because when you ride the motorcycles, it's like a team sport, like it's you against Brad Oxley, or whoever, Larry Costa for that cup. I mean, it's you against a guy. It's not like like I went to El Medina High School. It's not like the El Medina Vanguards playing the Village Spartans. It's not like, 12 guys, 11 guys versus 11 guys. One guy could like maybe make a mistake and then you have a bunch of guys helping out and oh, it's okay, no problem. But when you race motorcycles, there is no room for a mistake. It's you pitted against the other guy. I like that. It's really cool when you're like man against man, like winner against winner. And it's nice when it's all on you. You win, you succeed. You lose, you're the loser. You're the loser. And I've been the loser lots of times, so I don't win all the time at all. But it's nice to have that pressure that you could win or lose upon yourself. When I see these great champions, like we're going to have Bruce Powell come on, these guys did not like to lose. I mean, to anybody. And I think they were mad when they lost because they were champions. And that's neat, when you have a sport that you're so like driven to success. And it's kind of crazy sometimes because I notice sometimes when I race, it kind of was too much, like you got too crazy, like wanting to win. So it's nice to like sometimes when I race, when I was at Costa Mesa, I wanted to win every night. And when I lost, which I lost, I had my share of losses. I was mad and people wanted my autograph, they loved the Bumblebee. And then I was so mad, I just packed bags and I went home. I was like a bad loser. And then the next week, people would come and go, hey, we were looking to sign autographs, and then you aren't in the pits, like you were gone home. And because I was mad, I was mad. want to talk to, but when I won, I was like there, like, hi, hi. I'm a good winner and maybe not so good a loser. So that's what happened. So that's so that I enjoyed winning and I enjoyed riding motorcycles. And since I was a little child, I never stopped. I mean, I ride bikes every day. I'm so in love with motorcycles, you don't even know it. And I'm, if I could go out and practice speedway tomorrow, I could probably like turn a couple laps and something. Just I could probably get back to it pretty fast. But hopefully I can get on a bike and ride because I'm in riding shape. I ride every day of my life, and I can get back on a speed bike. I remember maybe the first lap would be like a little bit like just get the bugs out, get the rust out. But with a couple laps practice, I think I could, turn a good lap or two, open it up wide open. Why not? Like, it's just a motorcycle. It's not a big deal. Okay, so moving on. Let's see, where are we at? Let's see, where are we at? We're from Iloilo. He says, do you like to ride motorcycles on the street or just racing, like the speedway? Oh, I like everything, I can ride every motorcycle in the world. Seriously. I can ride any bike that there is. And I love every bike, every bike. So I love racing speedway and I like, riding on the street. I like riding enduros a lot on the street, Victor. I enjoy riding. I like enduro, which is the on-road, off-road motorcycle. I have like a street bike now with a little smaller tires in the front. It's a nice little bumblebee bike, but I prefer the enduro so I can do wheelies. I like doing wheelies, and I like the high ground clearance with enduros and the 21-inch front tires. So it's really nice. There's a lot of dogs where I live, and they just like run in front of you, and it's really dangerous. I mean, you're riding, and then all of a sudden there's a dog, like right in front of your front wheel, like in 1 second. Boom, he's right there. They don't go, you don't run into the dogs. They just run like you're playing, and then they race out in the street. Then you have no time. I mean, it's just like literally, reflexes at that point. It's not like you're trying to hurt anything. You have no choice. And, you're going fast and then a dog goes fast and then, boom, it's there. I've hit like 7 dogs, running into me. And all the times I hit them and I didn't want to, but they run so fast, I have no choice because I'm riding the motorcycle and they just dart out in the street and you have no time. Because if you move your bike like that, you're going to crash. And we don't like to crash our motorcycle. So you have to keep the bike straight, like strong. You can't be like moving like that because you'll go down. So we don't want to crash. We haven't crashed yet, thank God, and we don't want to. But I like bikes with the big front tires, like the enduro bikes with the 21-inch high ground clearance from the ground to the engine, like 11 inches is really great. I saw a bike yesterday at the Yamaha shop. They have a new bike there, and it's like 11 inches, maybe 12. I was like, I like that one. And they had the 21-inch tire, enduro tire. They had the 20-inch tires and enduro, and the high ground clearance. So I like the enduro bikes a lot, and I don't have one right now. I had one for like a long time, and then I sold it. It got old. I was doing too many wheelies, and I had to sell it. It was old, but it was fun, and I want an enduro really bad, and maybe a touring bike. I'd like to do some like maybe a 1,000 cc Kawasaki and just go cruising around, like just like be traveling and do a traveling bike where I can really tour and have a good time. Find me a motorcycle mama. You know that song, Motorcycle Mama? It's like, motorcycle mama, we'll see the world on my Harley. We'll see the world on my Harley if the chain don't break. Oh, that's a song called Motorcycle Mama. I got to find me a motorcycle mama because I like I like the streets and stuff like that. I mean, I like to ride on the street. And I like to, maybe I'll get a pickup truck too, but riding on a summer day on a motorcycle, I mean, it's nice. And where I live, it's really warm most every day, so it's perfect for motorcycle riding. There's no need for like grips that are like heated and stuff like that. Like, you can ride like every day. We just have two seasons. We have rain and we have sunshine. So we have sunshine a lot and it's great. So riding a motorcycle is great, and having a 1000cc Kawasaki fits me nice. So that would be fun. I kind of would like that maybe in the future. And I want an enduro bike though next. I want to get in. Everybody wants me to do wheelies because everyone knows me from all these years of, and I used to do like thousands of wheelies. I'm not really that good, but for here I'm like really good. And so I do a show for everyone, and when I'm alone, when there's nobody on the back, and it's really great. I do like to do wheelies. Everyone, people just love it. I mean, nobody does wheelies here, so when I do wheelies, everyone's like, oh, oh. It's a lot of fun, and I just enjoy doing the wheelies. So I want an enduro bike, and I like riding anything. I like speedway too. I would love to go back and ride again because I miss it, and I hope I don't crash because I think I'll get hurt if I crash. So nobody crash me. Just don't mess with me. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Stacy from Garden Grove, California. Garden Grove, California, in the house. What do you have to say, Stacy? How do you choose what you blog? Oh, you mean like, well, like I kind of like what moves me, like sometimes I do the motorcycle riders, and I think, if I can't get something that gets me excited, I don't do it. And so I just think, what stories like that I think are good. What do people want to hear, and what is something that would benefit other people? So when I do my blog, especially my history shows, I like to share the history, especially like motorcycle riders, because I do a lot of blogs on history and different things of people. I like to share other people's lives with you. I like to give you some value, some interesting things that you can actually, learn and take. I don't really like talking about myself that much, like, I mean, I do tonight. I guess I'll tell you to answer questions, but I really don't like to do it that much. It's not my favorite thing. I love to share about other people's life. It really is a charge for me to teach history and to share people's lives, who they were, what they were about. It's just really great. And so the thing I like is I have to be inspired by my blogs. Like sometimes I won't mention names of people, but sometimes I think of people and then I start researching them and I'm like, nah, I don't feel it. So and sometimes I think of people and then I start researching them and I'm like, yeah. So the light goes on and, it feels really good. So, I do a lot of inspiration, but also I want to do the vlogs that people like, like that maybe educate people. It's really fun. So I really have fun, like trying to be a teacher and to try to teach history, teach people's lives, who they were, because some of these people are dead. And so I can like speak from the grave, and tell people, who they were and stuff. It's really nice. So for me, giving back and sharing their life is really my happiness. It really makes me the most happy. I don't really like talking about like my motorcycle championship or nothing like. I do. I mean, I like it, but what really makes me happy is sharing other people's life more than really my life. But I share my life too. So what the heck? Who cares? But I really love talking about that and sharing, like, in the island that I'm at, there's a big development of all these changes, infrastructure changes. I enjoy educating and talking about things. Today I did a blog on the beach and it was just like, hey, I'm here, here is the boat. I did this Kobe Bryant coconut stand and I'm like, I'm at Kobe Bryant and it's a shake place. and there's a bunch of coconuts there. So we're hanging out at Kobe Bryant's coconut booth. It's really a shake booth, but today it's a coconut booth. It's kind of nonsense fun stuff, and I enjoy that. So I have fun just doing like fun stuff, like I see things and, oh, this is fun. So I enjoy just having fun, sometimes too. It makes because sometimes I study so much. Like today, I said, oh, I can't study no more. I've studied so many people's lives. And I studied like 3 or 4 yesterday, and I'm like, oh, I can't do this no more. So I need a break from that. So I did a fun video today, just at the beach, picking up the seashells. Where are they? They're over here somewhere. Picking up the seashells and talking about the seashells, and you can't really see it that well, but they're beautiful. And, I found this in the ocean. You can't find this at Newport Beach, huh? This is nice. And so I love, like talking about the seashells and things and seeing what's going on around me. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So I had to have a blog where I just relax and have fun and just, let it go, So it just depends. But I enjoy a lot of doing the study and the research, and it's really a good time. And that's probably my favorite, but just sometimes I have to change it up. I can't do the same thing all the time. I get kind of burned out. So I change my blogs because it makes it fresh. If I do motorcycles without changing, I get kind of tired, of doing motorcycles. I like motorcycles, but I need to have variety. It's kind of like variety is the spice of life, and I need the variety. So, so I just do that, and it's a lot of fun. I make it fun, and then I enjoy it. But if I make it like work and not fun, then it's no good. So I always try to do that, Stacy. James from Los Angeles. What was the worst speedway crash you had? Oh God. The worst speedway. I never crashed a speedway bike, James. I'm perfect. I am the most perfect guy you have ever met in your entire life. No, that's not true. I've had a lot of crashes, James. A lot. Actually, I don't crash that much compared to maybe like on the average. I'm not really a big crasher. I had a couple bad crashes. One time is the same year that I won this cup right here. I was racing a scratch race, and it made cycle news, made the newspaper. I went over the hand. Some guy hit me really hard. I didn't even see it coming, and I went flying over the bike, and my head got stuck in the dirt, and the bike was flying over my head. I'll see if I can find that picture. And it says that Bumblebee bites hard at South Bay, and I bit the ground really hard. And another time I was practicing over at Paris Speedway. Do you remember Paris Speedway? I like to practice a lot, when I was racing. And the track was really bad. It had these big holes and ruts in it. And I was a pretty confident guy, like, oh, no problem. But I'm a little heavier rider than most people. They're mostly really small guys, and I'm a little bit bigger. So I have a little more weight to me. And then the track had these big holes at Paris Speedway. And I was just said, I don't care. I should have been like using my head and like testing the track out, but I didn't care. I'm the bumblebee. So I rode really hard into the turn, like full throttle, and I hit that hole. It just crashed me really hard. It was a big hole, and it just hit perfect, and it gave me like a concussion or something. I was seeing stars. I was like, oh. And I went out and rode a little bit that day, but it really wrecked my day. So I got hit pretty hard on practice, which was crazy. And then let's see, another time was my last race. It was my last race in 2008. Bird's pulling my clothes down, so I'll show you. I have this bump. See the bump right here? See the bump? There's a bump right here, and that's my collarbone right here. She's pulling my shirt down. And I had a broken collarbone. That bump will never go away. Go away. Go away. I have a remembrance right here of crash. I can show you. My collarbone right here. It's not good. It's not perfect. But who cares? Who cares? I, I was at Costa Mesa the last year of my racing, and I won like three championships, point championships. I did really good in my class. And this one guy, I won't mention his name, he's not very good. I guess he didn't want me to win. I always was starting in gate four, and then I'd cut over, and I actually was, like on the verge of kind of getting into the first turn and doing really well. And this guy, he just went straight into me. Where are we at here? He hit into me, and he just hit me so hard. He's a big fat guy, and he had a lot of weight, and he just threw me, and I went like a pretzel, like 60 miles an hour. I went flying into the wall. My body went like a pretzel, and I broke the collarbone. I broke all my ribs, and I had a massive injury. I mean, for like 2 months, I couldn't walk. Like I had to sleep in my car. I had to sleep in my truck. I couldn't lay in bed because all my ribs were broken. I had to sit up so my ribs would heal. And I went to the doctor, and they couldn't believe how bad I was injured. My whole body was black. As you see my shirt, half of my body was black as a shirt. It was horrible. And then the half of the body was my skin color. So I had black and I had skin color. So it was bad. So that was a horrible crash. Actually, I retired full time from that crash. I didn't crash all year. And this wonderful, nice guy, he went out. I guess he wanted to hit me, and he hit me, and he hit me hard. And that was the end of my night, and I retired. It was actually the last race of the year. So I decided, you know what? I had enough, I think. I had enough. And I went back in 2012, and my class, I got second place in Costa Mesa in the main event out of 20 guys. So I was really happy about that. And I had to get back on the bike after that bad crash. And, so I didn't like end my career with a bad crash. That's bad. So I'll go back and race again. I'm over that. I don't care. And I had a really bad accident on my feet, and that's healed now. So I feel pretty good. I mean, I'm not perfect, but what the heck? You only live once. Who cares? So, so those were my crashes. I had a crash at South Bay where the guy hit me. I went over the motorcycle pretty hard. I was young, and then I had that crash. Let's see. I had the crash. I had another, and then I had the crash with my broken collarbone. And I've had a few good crashes, but actually, I'm kind of a smooth rider. I don't like to ride too wild, and I really haven't had. I've had some crashes, but not as many as a lot of guys have it, I guess you could say. And some years I almost didn't crash any. And Bruce Flanders, the late Bruce Flanders, when he announced me at the City of Industry, he used to say, Bumblebee rides that bike really good, and he tells that bike where to go. He points that bike wherever he wants to go, and that bike goes there. So I think it's because I was a little bigger guy, I could actually kind of tell the bike where to go. And I had good control over my bike. I wasn't maybe the fastest guy on earth, but I knew how to control that bike. So a lot of guys don't know how to control a bike. They just go fast, and the bike, goes, it goes. And, light guys, when they hook up, they're gone. But I think for me, because I was able to really control the bike, it helped me a lot. Sometimes people sabotage my bike and I would crash or something, but most of the time I didn't crash that much. And if I was really pretty good. I mean, I crashed, but not like some people that crash a lot. And I was on the crash videos for the season. I didn't really have that many crashes. I mean, like I wasn't on the videos that much because I didn't have a lot of crashes normally, except for usually when people hit me and take me out, then I would crash. But on my own, I didn't crash, that much. Hardly ever. Let's see, that was James. The last one we have is Merlinda from Boracay. Merlinda is in the house. Hi, Merlinda. And she asked me like, why don't you blog like with a woman? Why don't you blog with a girl? Well, Marlinda, that's a good question. I don't know. The girlfriend, the girlfriends I've had in the past, they don't really like blogging. They're not bloggers. And well, the girlfriend before this last girlfriend, she, I start blogging a lot with her, and then she kind of didn't like it that much. I mean, she was okay, but she didn't really like it. When I'm blogging, she would walk away and wouldn't care that much. Go do text somebody or something. So, so you can't force somebody to like do your blogging. And then, but she was supportive to some level, and that was good. I thank her for that, and that was nice. She wasn't against me blogging, but she just tolerated it, like, oh. So probably if I get another girlfriend, I probably will like have a girlfriend who really likes the blogging and that supports me. This last girlfriend I had, she supported me really well, and she she let me go blog. She didn't really like to blog or be in the blogs, but she supported me, and I like that. I respect that. I was able to do all my blogs with some support, like that, and that was good. So I was happy. But I don't have girls typically in my blogs because I don't have girls that want to blog. Maybe if I had a girlfriend who was a blogger, maybe I would like do that. But you can't force somebody to like blog, and you can't force like a horse to drink water. You can't force. So I don't care. Somebody doesn't want to blog, it's okay because I want to do that. I have a really good time doing that, and it's a lot of fun. So blogging for me is like a form of therapy, entertainment, and I just enjoy it a lot. So that's kind of how that worked. And I haven't had any girlfriends that like to blog. So hopefully, maybe I'll find a girlfriend that likes to blog. Who knows? If I don't, it's okay because I enjoy blogging by myself. The main thing for me, Merlinda, is that the girl, she lets me blog, the woman, she's not a girl. I don't date girls. I date women. And the woman I date has to like, she has to support my blogs and, just, let me do my thing because my blogs take a lot of time. My live stream shows take a lot of time. And so it's really nice if I have somebody who supported me in that. So I think maybe since I'm blogging a lot now, I can choose somebody that is going to support me and be by my side. And if she wants to be in a blog, okay. If she doesn't, okay. Because I'm going to do the blog with or without her. It's okay. It doesn't bother me, honestly. I never hold it against anybody. I don't really care. As long as the girl lets me blog, it's okay. And I've been lucky. The last couple girlfriends I've had have been cool. They've let me blog and it's fine. Everyone has their thing to do. And, if they let you do it, then no problem. But if they stop you from doing your thing, then maybe it's a problem. So, but I like the blog and I just have fun doing it. And it's just a hobby and I'm just enjoying the heck out of it. I mean, they say if you enjoy what you do a good job. And I hope I do a good job. I have a lot of people that like my shows and I don't really look at it that way. Like I don't think, oh, you're really good and stuff. I don't really think that. I'm just doing my thing. I'm just having a good time and people like me. That's great. If they don't, then that's great. But I'm going to do my thing and I try to do a good job. So a lot of people seem to like my work and so I'm happy. The live stream place here, I don't know if they're saying or not, but the ones I do my subscription with my live stream, they love my show and they don't know anything about motorcycles or the island or anything traveling where I'm at. And they say, the guys tell me, they all text me and they say, we're big fans of yours. We love your show. And I'm like, really? You're fans of me? And they all love my motorcycle shows and stuff like that. So people are starting to tell me like, we really like your work. You know, you're good. So that makes me feel good because it motivates me to even try harder next time. So it's good. And I just have, it keeps me young. It keeps me happy. And also I like giving back to people. That's the main thing, as I like to enrich people's lives. I like to give them value back, you know, value into their lives. If I can do that with like my blogs that I do, it really makes me happy. You know, if I can give something back to somebody. And I believe when I'm blogging that I'm talking to somebody, you know, like I'm really, like you're there. So when I do my blogs, I don't talk to the camera. I'm talking to you. I know you're there. And hopefully, you know, hopefully lots of people that I know in the past and maybe ex-girlfriend or ex-wife or something, you know, I love everybody and I wish the best for everyone. And, you know, I'm just an easygoing, lucky guy. I don't hold a lot of grudges against people. I try to like have good karma on my side and, you know, just live a simple life and, you know, wish everybody the best. So that's kind of what I do. So maybe if I find a girl, Marlinda, are you single? Are you available? Just joking. I don't really meet too many girls blogging. I do it for fun. I don't really do it to meet women. But if I meet a woman that really wants to like blog and stuff like that, you know, or wants to like learn how to blog, I will teach her, you know, like I will be a part of that and help her and teach her how to edit and stuff like that. So I have no problem with any of that. I've made motion pictures in my life, full length feature films. So this stuff is all easy for me and it's really not a big deal at all. I went to college for it. So I can do, you know, a lot of stuff, you know, when it comes to videos and editing and all that, but it's a good time. So that's it. And so we don't have too many more questions, but we had about 13 different questions from you. I did this show about, I don't know, about 2 or 3 months ago, and everybody watched it. I got like all these people watching this show. So I'm not sure if this show will be the same, but people like the question and answer because it's informal. I got the bird with me. We're just hanging out here, just having a good time. I'm just like having like a drink of my water here. We're just having a cheers. I have my water bottle. We're just hanging out, you know, kicking it tonight, doing a show, talking about life and stuff. It's fun. So thank you so much for watching a live stream show of the Bumblebee. And we're going to have, like I say, Bruce Penhall on in another day or so, Saturday morning at 9 a.m. You got to watch this. I have to get up I have to do the show at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to be tired. I have to put water on my face. Okay, I feel good. Normally, I'm sleeping at 1 o'clock in the morning. I sleep around 11 or 12 at night usually. Sometimes I go to bed later, but I sleep around midnight or whatever. I'm sleeping. Like I'm like crashed out. And I'm usually at home all the time. I don't really go out and party or anything. So I'm just hanging out, working on my blogs or whatever, you know, just chilling. So anyway, so thank you so much for watching the live stream show. We really appreciate you joining us, hanging out, and just talking some Speedway, talking blogging, talking motorcycles, everything. We're going to talk about it all. So if you want, we can do another one of these shows and just chill and hang out, answer some questions. I have more questions from some people, so we'll ask them later. We've been on this show long enough, so we're gonna go have some dinner. It's dinner time now, but thank you so much for watching. And she's dancing for you, and I hope she's eating dinner too. So thanks again, and look forward to the next live stream. And thank you again for watching the Bumblebee channel. If you want to like and subscribe and ring the bell on the YouTube, that would be great. We have like 535 subscribers to the channel. We have almost 600 subscribers. And we start off just not very long ago with 4. So we really picked up our subscribers. So thank you so much for subscribing to the Brian B. YouTube channel. It's really cool. And it makes me feel good. You know, we had a lot of nice people saying a lot of nice things. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your support and watching the live stream show and hanging out with us today in the Beehive. So we'll see you again next time. And thank you so much. And God bless. And I hope you're doing well. Write me a letter, say hi, and tell me how you're doing. Make a comment on one of my videos. My new one today, the Boracay one. Whatever you want to do, it's all good. So thank you so much for joining us tonight live in the Beehive. And we'll talk to you soon. We'll probably do another show, tomorrow or who knows when. But thank you so much and have a great day and be safe. Take care and we'll see you next time.